Hey lads, different kind of video today, but I've been trying to improve at my over the board reading at these tournaments that I've been going to. And a couple of weeks ago, I got an email from someone, and it was from Chessnut. And Chessnut have sponsored me by giving me a coupon code. So if any of you want to get any of their products, you can just plug Blunderman into the coupon box and you'll get a big discount on whatever you want to buy from them. They sent me this for free and I'm very excited to use it because it is an electronic chessboard. I haven't even opened this yet, so this is an unboxing video. I think the cool thing about this is that you can set all your pieces up and you can make the moves with the chessboard in front of you and it'll move on the computer for you. So you can just play your chess.com games. Instead of using a mouse, you can actually use a real chessboard. And this will help you guys if you're struggling to play as well as you do online with an actual chessboard. Let's not talk anymore. Let's jump into finding out what's in this box, and I'm excited. Before I became a big YouTube chess content creator, I had dreams of cutting boxes open. I've always had this passion. There's something about opening a box. It's just very exciting. Wow. There it is. I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see it, but even though you won't be able to see my face, you'll be able to hear how excited I am. Whoa, look at this bad boy. An electronic chess set. This is cool. Oh. Wow. I mean, even this could go on like a wall or something. It looks so cool. Look at this. Okay, we got some handy dandy little things that you're not supposed to eat, so I'll throw those away. We have a little chestnut bag here where we can put the pieces. And we have over here some little pads for the pieces that you can put on the bottom of them. Looks like they already have pads on them, so these are obviously extra. A USB cable for plugging this bad boy into the computer, and a wee manual here to explain exactly how to use it. This is very cool. Let's not read the manual because that doesn't sound that fun. Let's just have a look at the chess pieces. So here we've got the knight. This bad boy looks pretty cool. He's going to be hopping around the board like crazy. There is the pawn. Looks pretty nice. Pretty typical looking pawn. Here's the king. Got a nice wee crown on his head. Looking pretty cool. There's the queen, looking pretty fancy. And it does look like we got an extra queen in case we ever promote. We've got a bishop here. Little guy there. Pretty fancy looking bishop. And last of all, there is the rook. That rook looks like a monster about to destroy on the chessboard. Alright, I'm going to unpack all of these and we will get the board out from the bottom. I'm assuming there's a board on the bottom of all this. And here we're getting to the board itself. Whoa, this looks cool. And it looks like when I power it on here that I can use this whole setup here for configuring what we're going to do. So if I want to play a bot match, I've never actually played against a bot, but let's see if we want to try this. It says it's up to date here. This whole thing is very sophisticated. Now apparently you can charge the board with this, but you can also just use this completely in Bluetooth. So I don't actually have to connect it to the computer to do what I want it to do. I can just use the Bluetooth. So let's do that real quick. So it looks like I can actually use this kind of like a phone. I go out and we can go to Wi-Fi And it's basically like a cell phone connected to the Wi-Fi here. Looks like I can come back out. Chessnut app is here. I'm going to just click a bot match to play against this guy. I've switched the colors of the pieces here. And we'll see this. It says I can play as a specific color. So I'm going to put white. And let's put his level up to about a 1600 so that this is a more competitive game. Time control. Let's give ourselves 10 minutes flat. We'll give this a go. See how this goes. So it shows the board here with a clock here, but I'm going to play here.
D7, D5.
So he's already played the D5. And it lights up what piece?
G8, F6.
For where they're going and everything. I can turn his voice off, but I'm going to just
E7, E6.
Make my moves, and we can hear the bot telling me what moves he's playing, but it also lights it up for us and shows us on the screen over here. So it looks like he's played a French here, so I'm going to move up here.
F8, D6.
He's already played his bishop out. I'm going to play here.
D6, F4.
This is the what is this called?
E8, G8.
The boa. So the opponent has castled, which is very cool. It lights up all the squares there, you can see. Oh, I can't do that. That's an illegal move. I just made an illegal move in chess. Oops. Let's go here.
G8, H7.
G8. I'm going to come here.
F8, G8.
He's defending the checkmate here. I'm going to capture.
H7, H8.
I am going to... Oh, dang it. What do I do? Push his pawn.
A8, F8.
I'm going to capture this one.
F8, F4.
He's capturing this one. I'm not a fan. Let's move up.
F4, F3, check.
Dang it. I'm in trouble, lads. I am in trouble. Let's go here.
E2, F2, check.
Dang it.
F2, E3, check.
I'm about to get mated by a computer.
E3, H6, check.
How is that not checkmate? It is checkmate. Okay, so it didn't say checkmate at the end. I got absolutely railed by this guy. That is not good. Guys, don't buy this board. It will humiliate you. Honestly, this is so cool. I've never played against a bot and I just got destroyed. But this is all new to me. I think that playing online, this will be really cool. Being able to just make the moves in person, I'll be able to get better at it. Hooked it up with the chess.com account. This whole screen on the tablet, I guess I'll call it a tablet, is super easy to use. And honestly, the quality is good. I could turn the voice off maybe. That might be one thing that I want to try to do. And it seems like there's just volume controls on the side of the tablet. You can actually see right down here on the side, there's these two buttons. Just turn the volume down. No volume now. And if I want to play as black here, we just got to set the pieces up. And it knows where these pieces go. So you're never going to have a trouble setting up the chess pieces ever again. And setting it up with chess.com seems like it's going to be pretty easy to do too. Like everything, I think there is... always having to get used to something and like figuring it out. But I think once you figure out just how easy this is to use, like this would be such a good tool for improving chess over the board. Like this is going to help me a lot. So this is quite exciting. I'm very excited. And I do want to say thank you to Chessnut for reaching out to me and giving me a free board and asking me to sponsor this product. I'm going to be using this a lot, and you'll notice because my chess over the board rating is going to go through the roof. I'll be beating 1600 bots in no time. Hey guys, I've been experimenting with the chessboard over the last few days, and it's fantastic. I figured out how to hook it up to chess.com, and it was experimenting with how the pieces move and the timing and everything. I think if there are any negatives with it, one thing that I found was with castling, you have to actually lift the king and move it too, and then lift the rook and move it over the top of the king. I slid the king in my first game, and it just moved the king to one square to the side, and so I didn't castle, and I ended up losing the game because of that. So that was a little frustrating, but now that I know that, it's not going to be an issue. Just pick the king up when you castle. There are a few other really cool features with this chessboard, so I just wanted to show you a couple features, and then I'll just go into a game on chess.com and play against a real opponent so you guys can sort of see what that's like. You might sit down to a game and be playing with the black pieces in front of you, and all of a sudden your opponent is the white pieces. And so you're like, oh, do I really have to switch this whole thing around? Yeah, you can just switch it around. Now I'm playing with the white pieces, but you're like, why is this upside down? Well, they have just this real quick, you just swipe up and there's a rotate. So the whole thing rotates the other way around. Super easy. Now the thing's on my left and the board is here ready to go. That is not an issue if you have a different color. If you don't have the time to just flip the board around and click this, then honestly you should stop playing bullet. Just play like blitz or rapid. Like just take a couple seconds to switch it around. Do not play the whole game upside down. One of the other really cool things that this board has, I gotta show you this because this is honestly one of the coolest things. You can go to the chess app here, and on it there is a thing called a clock. You can click on the clock and you can go to time control. Right now it's on unlimited, and I'm just going to scroll this up. Let's say I want to play a 10-minute game with 5-second increments against somebody in person, maybe my little brother or sister, or one of my good friends. I just click confirm, click start, and already I'm making moves and it's changing the time for me. Their clock is ticking down. So let's say they play the Dutch, and you can see it moves. It sees it right here exactly as it is. And now it's down to my time. I'm on 9:50. Play the knight here up to 9:55 because I did 10 plus 5. So like you don't even have to click the clock anymore. You just move the pieces. It does the timer for you. So like that is such a cool thing. One of the coolest features with this Chessnut app is turning on the evaluate button on the side. So I've just clicked the evaluate button on the side of the board, and you can turn it on for if you're playing with the black pieces or if you're playing with the white pieces. When you turn the evaluate on and you pick up a piece, it'll show you how good your move is. So if it's a green square, the move will be like a really good move. If it's a red square, that's probably a blunder. The green option is more recommended by the computer when you have the evaluate on. So if you really want to, you can play with someone who has lower a level than you. Maybe you want to play with your kid who's really bad at chess. You could have their evaluation on while you don't get an evaluation. Let's say you move here, you don't get any help. But when they pick up a piece, they get all the help in the world. Don't put it on the red square because the red square is attacked by a pawn. Don't put it on the red square because the red square is attacked by a pawn. But maybe you want to put it all the way out here. And that's going to really encourage you when you're playing with a kid. They're going to be able to have an evaluation and assist to help them. Now, when I pick up a piece, I don't get any of that. I only can move the piece. And let's say I move my queen here to check the king. Uh-oh, I made a mistake. They can pick up their knight. And they're like, oh, that's a green move. I'm going for this. So honestly, that is such a cool feature. And I think that parents and kids are going to really enjoy playing chess together with these features. It's going to help the kids improve, and it's going to help the adults improve when the kid starts beating them. Parents get the evaluation. then you start destroying your kids and show them who's the boss, show them who's really good at chess. That is one feature. So I'm just going to go out of that. You can play on the Chessnut app and improve your rating at it and play against bots. It has analysis tools. It's got Stockfish 16 on there. It might even have better than Stockfish 16. But this thing is powerful. It is able to analyze and do everything you'd want. I'm going to flip this back around in hopes that we get black. But I also wanted this just to be a little closer to the camera so you can kind of see a wee bit. I'm going to click on chess.com, click on Chessnut Vision, and you'll see here the board lights up because you've got the vision on. I've just logged into my secondary ID, and I'm going to click New Game. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to click 10 minutes flat. Let's play a game. This account, I'm rated about a 1500. It's just a fun account that I play on. I don't do it so seriously. And it looks like we are white, so I'm going to make a move here. And it's already moved for me. And I'm just going to flip this around. My opponent is thinking. Looks like my opponent has already made their move here. He's played his, maybe he's going for a Dutch here. And I'm just going to flip this around so I can see the board there as well. I think I will play my knight here, and you can see it's updating on the board. He's played here. Very cool. I can actually play against a real human. And let's destroy this kid. He has gone all the way forwards here. I think I will also go forwards. And let's see where he goes here. Is he going to play his pawn up to c4? He is. He plays his pawn to c4. Not entirely sure how I want to meet that. Let's just develop our knight. He's moved his bishop all the way up here, pinning me. So let's attack his bishop. He's taken me, and you can hear the capture sound effect. I'm going to capture him, and I'm totally fine with this because now my rook can open up on this file. He's captured me in the middle here, and that seems pretty good for me. I'm going to develop my knight here, and this pawn is a weakness, so let's try to take that off. He's up a pawn right now, but this guy is playing very well. How do we come back here? I think I'm going to take this off. Now we're even on pawns. He's brought his queen out here, and he's lined up against this pawn here, and I need to be aware of this idea here. How am I going to stop this guy? I could castle, but he wins a pawn then. So let's defend this pawn, I think. Maybe we bring the bishop back. If we bring the bishop back, I mean, it seems good, or I can push the queen up. I think I'll just push the queen up. And my time, I'm at 7:58. My opponent's at 9:22, and I can see the time on my board right here, so I know exactly how much time I have. He's decided to develop his bishop here. And I do think I will take that bishop off. Now, what's he going to capture with? He captures with his b8 knight. I will castle. And you notice I picked up the piece because I didn't want to slide it across and just move my king to here. So that is something you do have to get a wee bit used to, but not too much of an issue. Now, here, what are we going to do here? I could move my bishop up to here and stop his knight from capturing me, but if he captures me, I capture his queen, he captures my queen. So that's actually no good. So, I think I think I need to move my bishop. And maybe we just pull it back. Let's pull it back to here. He's castled. And now maybe we need to try to get rid of this pawn maybe somehow. Not quite sure yet. Maybe now we can attack this knight. And I do have the bishop pair, which seems like a good thing. But I'm going to give it up. He's going to capture with his queen, almost positively. He did not. That surprises me. Now he's got doubled pawns. How do we take advantage of those doubled pawns? He's attacking this pawn twice. So I do need to be aware of that. He's got a rook looking at it and he's got a queen looking at it. I can't move the pawn because he takes my queen. So he might just be winning a pawn here. How do we make some progress here? This guy's too strong for me. And I have no excuses other than that I'm playing on the Chessnut. Well, if he does take it, like, it's not the end of the world. If he takes with rook, then his rook is pinned. Okay, now his rook's pinned. Is it? Well, no, maybe it's not, because he's got the pawn protecting. Okay, what are we going to do here? I got to figure this out. Let's push this one. That probably was a really stupid move. I don't know. But he's got two attackers on this square. His queen, if his queen defends this square, so he took there, then I win the oh gosh, what am I doing? He's gonna beat me. This is why I need to improve, lads. This is why I need to improve. So we are definitely losing this game. He's up 3 points. But don't give up. Do not give up. I will show you how to win with the power of this board. Maybe I could like sneakily turn the evaluation on. I don't have an evaluation because we're playing on chess.com. That evaluation feature is on the Chessnut app. So you can go onto a few different apps on this board to do those things. But we still got a lot of time here. He's taken my pawn. And he's attacking my queen. Which is no good. So I think I need to defend. Oh no, it saw me move. Okay, I hovered over that. I did not mean to take that. And that is the only reason I have lost this game. I did not lose this game because of anything. I just picked up a piece and I hovered over. I didn't actually place it. So that is another issue with this app. I was about to win that game and I made a mistake. Actually, that probably is a really good thing because it teaches you not to touch a piece unless you're really sure you want to move it, which is a over the board thing. So I need to get into the habit of doing that. I'm sorry, lads. I just got destroyed by somebody. But I hope you enjoyed that. I want to say thank you to Chessnut for buying this board for me and sending it out. These boards are not cheap. They are quite expensive. And if you go onto their website, you will see, whoa, this board is quite expensive. But I think if you've got any family members that are really into chess, this is a great kind of Christmas gift, birthday gift. And the way that you can have good moves lit up for you as you're playing can really help kids or anybody learn the game better. Me too. So as I play, I can use the evaluation and sort of see what moves can I play that are going to be more solid for me. I think it's going to be super helpful. Just remember that if you do buy a board or anything on their website, use the code Blunderman. It'll be in the description to this video. Thank you so much, Chessnut, for sponsoring the video, and I will see you guys next week. Bye for now.